Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. ETN. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Draw play, ETN. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to ETN running right. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You ready?
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break off big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. This is Swift on the counter. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here we go, here we go. Fix the Eagle.
On second down, Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job, hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And now it's blocked. The Lions pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him. As he's taken down right at the 20.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Davis Price on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, 27 yards. And the Jags are back within a score. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Davis-Price up the middle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That pass caught, it's Williams.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check, smash, check, smash. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Ready, check.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Got it. Ready? Hey, smash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Okay, ready? Go street. Dragon 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They go play action with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
79 Broncos. Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 75 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? Oh, that's true. You've said that before.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
on the option to give to Swift here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now a give right side Swift.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.